Hey guys, it's me, ExandShadow, and in case you didn't notice, Nintendo announced their new handheld yesterday. I think it was yesterday anyway, called the 3DS. Yeah, that name was kind of stupid, and by kind of I mean really. If you think about it, the DS always standed for dual screens. So if you've got three dual screens, that means that there's six screens on this thing. Ha 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 ha, bad joke, I know. Actually, the 3DS refers to the new 3D technology, at least I'm assuming this, that is going to be on the machine. Basically, it'll be 3D, but without you having to use glasses. And that's interesting, I guess. I'm not really sure how to think of it, to be honest, because I've never really been too much of a fan of 3D. I mean, sure, it can't hurt, but it doesn't add anything. And more often than not, the methods used to get 3D just annoy me. Like, for example, glasses. I hate having those glasses on. One, they give me a headache, and two, they're just irritating to wear. All of you people who wear glasses, I salute you because those things are really annoying. But anyway, um, yeah, so 3D. I don't know how this will work in a game sense, but if they can pull it off, power to them. I just hope that this thing will mostly remain subtle, and that it can only be an optional thing, which I assume both of those things are going to happen. So yeah, um, yeah, I would really hope that they don't force 3D games. Like you can make a game without having this weird 3D thing in it. I assume that would be it because it's going to be backwards compatible with DS and DSi stuff. So I assume that's not going to be the case for every game, which is good, I think. So, giving the option for developers to use that, I don't think is necessarily bad, but I just think that it'll probably spawn a few gimmick games before the real good ones come out. But that happened with the first DS too, so I expect it to be interesting. It's going to be playable at E3, so I think we'll find out more about how the 3D thing itself will work then. But there were also other few things planned for it. For example, joystick. I assume that means a control stick, like a standard control stick. Because if they have like an arcade joystick, I'm gonna facepalm because that's just a D-pad, but with a really, really giant stick out of it. But anyway, I'm okay with an analog stick as long as I can make it fit into a portable system well. The physical the physical way that a joystick is just positioned, you know how it usually juts out of a controller, that just doesn't seem to work with a portable device in a design sense. You know how it would be hard to put it in and out of your pocket because you'd have to be careful not to mess with the control stick and stuff. But if they could find a way to streamline it into the console itself, I'll be fine with it. I'd love to have an analog stick on a portable system, but I just hope that they make it sturdy enough and make it designed well enough so that it fits into the console seamlessly. Then they also have force feedback or rumble, basically. I'm not sure if rumble would really work in a portable system. I remember back when I was playing my Game Boy Color, I had a Pokemon pinball game where there was a rumble thing in it, and it was interesting, but it didn't really add anything, and it took battery. So what I'm worried about is that this thing will eat up battery power because it has rumble. But I assume you can turn that off too. If you can't, that would be stupid. But also, when you've got a portable system, if it's shaking around all the time, it might make it hard to hold in some circumstances. But again, if you can turn it off, I'm okay with it being that. Okay. Well, that's the thing about this thing in general. There are all these neat things that being added that are really unnecessary. But if they're just options and not mandatory, which I assume they will be because Nintendo's not that stupid, I'll be fine with it. And then last, there's going to be, I think that was oh yeah, there was going to be an accelerometer in there, or basically a motion sensor. And again, I'm fine with that too. It might actually work, but again, it's obviously not going to be forced on us, so I think it's okay. So, my final thoughts on it basically are that it probably will end up being okay, but here's the things that I hope for it. First off, I hope that the graphics are as good as the GameCube graphics. I don't care about graphics themselves, but if you give developers this range to work with when it comes to graphical powers, they'll do better games. It's been proven. In most circumstances, anyway, it's been proven. And I also hope that they make the online not suckish, for obvious reasons. But with that said, I'm interested in it. I'm not sure if that interest is good or bad yet, but I'm interested in it. And, well, yeah, I guess that's all I really have to say. It'll be a neat E3, that's for sure. Okay, I'm ExandShadow. I'll see you guys later. Bye.